Definitely, man. Have fun. Have fun.
Yeah. Y'all see PUBG coming to PS4?
Yup.
Yep. I was.
It got ready.
Doing
Hey, Z, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hype that shit to be down. I'm gonna piss him off.
As you should, fuck nigga. As you should. Hey, yo, it's performing better on the pro. Hey, yo, Jay, go out there and cut the rug.
That game's not gonna even matter now. Now it's gonna come to PlayStation.
Shit, man, it's gonna get all new hype all over again.
Hey, this will be the killer thing. What if it's 60 frames?
Oh,
it's not. It's not.
Or what if it's 60 frames on the front?
Because
they'll give death threats to the developer, Bluehole.
They'll probably do a 1080-60 mode for the pro again, like Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the way it should be.
Man,
ugly ass game like that.
You know what? Listen, I get the principle. I think it's a well thought out game. Maybe it's a studio. Maybe I just don't think it was really ever made for consoles.
Yeah. It runs flawlessly on my PC.
Yeah, you know,
I've had it for a long time.
And I heard one of the big gripes with the game on console was the controller bumping, button mapping for the controller and getting it work. Like I said, when I was back, trying to PC game and whatever the fuck. Yeah. To me, like the games that I played, the controller just felt like a third world peripheral. Like the shit was loose, and I'm like, oh man, nah. I mean, a lot of games like Hawking was one of the games I was playing. It was a very pretty game, but it played like shit with the controller. Some things were just really meant for a mouse and keyboard. But I heard one of the hurdles they was having, fuck the performance, was getting that motherfucker for the controllers to be tight. You know what I mean? And it was hard for them to, do it. But
some games are just not meant, like you said, it's just not meant to convert over to console.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, I get it though. Listen, I would much prefer PUBG than Fortnite. There's just too much going on in Fortnite for me. Shooting out the open wall and
I can't do that Bob the Builder shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That just if I can do the shoot, you build the wall. I'm fine with that. You build the wall, I'm gonna do the shoot. I can't do both.
Fortnite is 60 frames, man. Them frames and those shooters like that, they make. I mean, look at H1Z1, ugly ass game. I mean, but them frames, bro, is key in shooters.
Yeah. I need to try. I need to go back and try that again on the PS4.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I was playing it through OBS, and remember I had my monitor at the time, and them controls like, oh man, I'm getting, I'm like 10 seconds behind, get my head knocked off. You know what I mean? Get my motherfucking noodle scrambled and shit, man. So you finished Spider-Man already?
Huh?
You finished Spider-Man already?
Yeah, I got it.
I said you finished it already.
Oh yeah, I finished it. I'm
Spider-Man like the easiest game ever.
Listen, I haven't played it in a week, man. I saved the chick out of the museum.
Okay.
He's way far behind.
And I ain't not that I didn't like it. I just had so much shit going on here in the real life. You know what I mean? A lot of shit going on behind the scenes.
Trust me, it gets a lot better, Z.
It's cool.
It gets a lot better, man.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to pick it up tonight. I ain't going to bed no time soon.
That ending, for the first time in my life in the Spider-Man game, I actually got emotional.
I know, bro.
They took the most wildest turn ever. Like nobody on Earth would ever even dare touch that.
But the very end, though, I was like, oh,
I mean, you knew that shit was about to happen, but like that fucking reaction when he just left him there.
I know.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
No, I'm not spoiling anything.
You're gonna be blown away. As a Spider-Man fan, my whole fucking life, that shit never came across my fucking mind. Like anybody would.
I'll be real with you. This would have been one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time.
Exactly.
If that was a movie.
Exactly.
Like, that's what,
the way y'all talking about game of the generation in contention here. What's going on here?
The story just really picks up towards the end.
Yeah, it will be at least a game of the year contender.
Oh, here's a question. Here's a fair question. Fair assessment. Is the story competing with God of War, or maybe even Detroit Become Human?
Not quite, because like it doesn't ramp up until the very end.
Yeah,
like the first half was kind of filler shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right. But here's the thing though, it finished on such a high note.
Yes,
that's the last feeling you have is you're on cloud nine. At the end. And so that's what most people, like you said, Z, they have short-term memory, right? You forget all the shit in the beginning, but it's that last, just like God of War. When you find out the shit that you find out in the end, that just solidified you in that game.
I'm a god. I can kill anybody I want. I'm like, shit. You know what I mean?
I will say Spider-Man made me feel a certain way at the ending where God of War didn't quite reach that. Like God of War, I was shocked, but Spider-Man, that shit he went through at the end.
Yeah.
I'll say no more, man.
Oh my god, man.
The heartstrings.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Insomniac in this had more balls than fucking Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
Like, they did shit Marvel Comics is just afraid of.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan, what about this, right? You remember in God of War when Kratos fought the goddamn guy, what's the name? What's his name?
The Stranger?
The Stranger. You remember that scene, right? Well, in Spider-Man, there's a mega scene like that happens.
Yes.
And it's like, holy shit, this is that God of War moment that I think every Sony game from here on out should have one or two scenes like that. It's just big, epic, over the top, Michael Bay, like emotional attachment type thing.
But you felt when he said like this means more than it does to you, like, oh shit.
Yep.
You knew why I did that though. You knew why
exactly.
It much.
Exactly.
Damn. Oh, now you got me excited to get back in.
Yeah, like the way the game begins out is nothing like the way the game ends.
The thing that I loved about this God of War with the whole Norse mythology is the fact that
they did that shit
motherfuckers knew each other. Like the whole entire story, like his version of the other gods was just like he was surprised, like looking at Kratos and it's like when he was saying shit like, "Oh, you thought you was better than us." Even when you go through the whole bunch of games, it was showing how Odin viewed the Greek gods and all of that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What he did, he said, "Oh, I thought you'd be much bigger.
Yeah,
I thought you would be much stronger."
Guys was Titans back then, like that's how.
You had the story of the old guys. Like I ain't gonna lie though, Sony Santa Monica did a great job of when the game opened up. I'm sorry, and the balls. Right away, you did like a little 5-minute little walk through level when you had the boss fight with the stranger. That just, you know what I mean, and that it was an epic boss battle fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. He fucking threw a mountain at you, broke that. I didn't know Kratos was that goddamn strong. Broke it, boom. I'm like, oh,
listen,
you know
that scene right there that came at the beginning of the game that set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
and I
think, it did. You know what I mean?
Because you know a lot of people they don't really get into a game because it takes so long to get to the action. So I like how God of War kind of
right at the beginning pulled
you. Yeah, right at the beginning.
It had a slow march points. Yeah, but at the beginning they pulled you in. Then once I guess to see what was going to happen next, or even like I said, that boat ride back to get them blades. God damn.
Oh my god! That
when you went in that cellar,
goosebumps from that shit.
Got those blades, and you saw Kratos start to unwrap his arms, bro. I almost damn near passed out. I mean, literally.
Here's the thing. Like, listen to the way we talk about this God of War and even this Spider-Man. I can't think of a fucking Xbox exclusive where I'm talking about that shit.
Last time I felt that way was Gears of War when what's his name?
Gears of War 4 might have had that moment, but that's about it.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Yeah, we're talking about Gears 2 when old boy died. Dom or some shit. That was kind of
he sacrificed himself. That was like only emotional moment.
And then he had his dead wife or something, and a girlfriend or something, whatever the hell. Yeah, but yeah, man. Like I said, man, I'm being optimistic. I said I know now. I guess they're maybe finally see like maybe it's better for us instead of just paying out of pocket for stuff. Let's get our own and have our own, and
maybe it may work out. Like when people before we move to the next generation, people are going to remember these moments from God of War, Spider-Man. That's what's going to make them buy the next consoles because that's going to stay with people, especially big Spider-Man fans. Like they will never forget this moment.
Hey,
God of War fans, I'm telling you,
I'm a huge guy. That's my favorite Sony friend. I've I love God of War. It's my favorite. I always say it's my favorite game. And believe it or not, I'm gonna sound like a fraud. The first one I ever played was 3. I went back. I played 3, beat that. I'm like, oh shit, I killed all the guys. Then I went back and played the other ones. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? But that was like shit 3. I'm like, damn, like you know what I mean? Like this motherfucker ain't no joke.
I just felt like they.
I hooked my PlayStation up last night. Me and all day were playing the PlayStation. And man, I popped in that God of War and I was playing it. I was like, this is where it all fucking began right here. And it just brought back those memories, man. And
but you gotta admit, just like the way those God of Wars were, that shit would feel last gen if they did it like that now.
Yeah, you're right.
It really would.
That's what I was trying to sell on previous BGS. I remember K Mega was like,
I know K Mega.
But I don't know, man. They had to reamp the franchise. And again, as me being a God of War guy, I didn't feel no type of way. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, this should look even better. It's bigger.
No. You know that God of War was good when even K Mega finally said, "Okay, I eat crow on this."
But no, but before then, though, you remember what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But eventually, he had to eat.
I get it when it's $30. You know, Black Friday. You know, I'm just not interested. I mean, you know, oh my god, this guy.
Yeah.
Look,
okay. But, Nito, this is what I think, right? And I think Xbox, a lot of people, a lot of the Xbox guys, they're scared of change. They're scared of Halo starting anew, like totally, kind of like what a God of War did, right? Changed the whole camera, changed the whole everything. I feel like they hold Halo and Gears.
Afraid of that. Fuck that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Halo and Gears so close to their heart where they don't want much change, because when Halo 5 came out and with the whole lock thing,
here's the thing.
A lot of them gave him shit about that. No, I don't want to play something.
Here's the thing. They say they don't want.
The lock was a shitty character.
Hey, listen, but it ain't so much that they say they don't want change because they haven't changed, right? And as soon as they do make a change, they be hyping it up. That's all that be a bunch of fanboy banter. You know what I mean? Anything. It's for anybody that depicts their preferred platform looking at unfavorable place. Oh no, we don't want the coalition working on anything but Gears. You know, he's gonna take it away from this. And
that's what I got about with the creative freedom thing.
Yeah. But as soon as the rumor came about them working on something, probably. Oh yeah, you see the videos. Oh, they're working on something new. Everybody's clapping their hands like, come on.
Megaton.
Hey, think if a Sony studio worked on Gears and worked on Halo, how great those games would be again. Just think about that.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest, right? That's a good one to say, right? I give Sony. I think that we have a much better story.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think Sony's strong suit is not their strong suit. Maybe their multiplayer. You know what I mean? And that's always been Microsoft's thing. They have to find a way to revamp the multiplayer. To get, because a lot of people just don't play the story, go straight to the multiplayer. I'll give you an example. I love Gears, and I maybe completed 2 chapters of the story. I give them that multiplayer and that state. They have to do a way. Microsoft they have to, or the studios have to do find a way to energize the multiplayer. You got a bunch of new fresh gamers out there, right? You can't just depend on the old crowd, right? You got a bunch of new gamers out there, the Fortnite gamers, whatever gamers, you know what I mean, that never played, believe it or not, maybe a Halo or a Gears. They get them intrigued in playing the multiplayer. That's what they have to do. You know what I mean?
But see, I'm the opposite, right? I'm a majority single player guy. I'm the guy that beat Gears story and beat Halo story, and I rarely dabble in the multiplayer. So you have to kind of take care of both crowds.
I'll be honest with you. The fact that you only played a couple of chapters of Gears, it shows that they need to do something about the single player too. They need to find a way to keep you captivated where you can't play your controller down.
Listen, I'm not. Here's the thing, and maybe
Halo and Gears 4 both failed at that.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but again, I'm just saying that I get on that motherfucking multiplayer. You know how we do, bro. We used to do this and be on that bitch for 3 hours. 3 hours it went by, and I ain't played nothing else. We did this shit many a nights. You know what I mean? Just played that one goddamn game, the one goddamn mode, King of the Hill, for 3 hours straight. Ain't done nothing else. You know what I mean? One day I streamed for like 8 hours, did some cokehead shit, played nothing but Gears. You know what I mean? Balls to the wall. But I'm just saying. But again, there are much more. I'm just saying overall, there are a lot of people that never. That's why activists say they took out the story and campaign in what do you call it, in Call of Duty, or even with GTA. Rockstar released a survey. How many people actually complete the game? Everybody just go straight to the multiplayer.
Gears of War needs to fucking evolve.
Yeah, I'm not negating that, but what they need to evolve at the most is the multiplayer.
Yeah,
they have
for example, you got this battle royale thing. Do you know how cool that shit would be with Gears of War?
That's what I'm trying to say. They gotta find a way to reinvent the goddamn game.
Yeah, shit. I've been always saying they need a big team mode. You know how like in Gears 2 you started off in those like big tank shits and you see like those fucking locusts coming out of the ground?
Yeah.
They need that shit, but in multiplayer. Do you know how fire that would be?
Yeah.
Like just imagine Halo's Warzone on crack.
Yeah. Last week on my PC, I was playing I tried out the damn Blackout Call of Duty, the new Blackout mode or whatever. So I played it and I was like, oh my God, this is something new. This is something new that Call of Duty did. I went into a church and I opened the church up and some fucking zombies came out. Now, on top of me fighting against the player, the PvP, I also have to worry about the AI fucking zombies coming out after me. I thought that shit was fucking awesome. I mean,
I'm gonna take a fucking L in that game. I thought the Battle Royale couldn't like save that game, but I think it will.
You listen, I mean,
that Battle Royale's gonna be high. I'm gonna take an L in that shit.
It's always been good. If you adding Battle Royale with Call of Duty style I knew it was gonna be good. Like I'm just still not into it.
I just hate Black Ops 4, but Black Ops cannot kill.
Yeah, I'm just burned out of Call of Duty. Period. I'm just pretty much done with that game overall. I just don't care for it. Like,
all right, guys, I got to get out of here.
All right, no problem.